What's going on everyone, Richley here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the future of the Liverpool squad. Now, just like all of the other Future Of videos I've been doing in this series, I've simmed forward 5 years into the future, haven't used player training whatsoever, so the player growth is all natural, and I have of course signed players throughout the 5 seasons. As always, there's a poll in the top right hand corner of the screen, and you can vote for the next team that I do in this series. And if you're enjoying these Future Of videos, then please do make sure you smash that like button, it means so much to me. And if you're new around here, please do subscribe whilst you're at it as well. I'm posting career mode content most days, whether it be regular career mode content or Future Of videos, so if that sounds like something you might be into, then make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, and you'll be sure not to miss any of my future videos. Also, one last thing, I was taking a look at the Premier League table in the 4th season, and I noticed that Manchester United were nowhere to be seen. And as I looked at the Championship, sure enough, Manchester United had been relegated. I noticed that they came 7th in the 1st season, 10th in the 2nd season, and in the 3rd season they must have gone down because in the 4th season they were in the Championship. They still had players like Martial, Pogba, Bailly, Smalling and Luke Shaw, and they'd signed Griezmann as well, who was 91 rated, Shaqiri, who was 85 rated, and somehow they were in the Championship. I found that quite amusing as I'm looking at Liverpool for today's video, so yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. Manchester United, apparently in the next 5 years, will get relegated from the Premier League. Anyway though, let's crack on with the video, and let's take a look at the future of the Liverpool squad. First up then, we got the German shot stopper Karius, 87 rated at the age of 27, so he was able to hit his full potential, made 50 appearances, got a 7.0 average rating, and has some decent stats there. 91 reactions, 90 diving, 87 kicking, 83 positioning, 88 reflexes, and 80 handling. Not too bad at all. Whilst Timo Horn was brought into the club to provide competition, he is also 87 rated, has potential of 89, so unfortunately wasn't able to hit that, but does look good nonetheless. 87 reactions, 96 kicking, and again some very solid stats. Only made 11 appearances and got a 6.9 average rating. Whilst Jonathan Clark is a youth keeper that we brought in, 77 rated at the age of 20, and looks like a fantastic player for the future. Nathaniel Klein is 85 rated at the age of 30, so he was able to hit his full potential. I thought about replacing him and signing a higher rated right back, but nope, decided to stick it out with Klein, and to be honest, I'm glad that I did. 55 appearances, 5 goals, with a 7.1 average rating. Not too bad at all. Whilst John Flanagan was also able to hit his full potential of 81, 28 years old now, and again looks like a very good player. Trent Alexander-Arnold is 76 rated at the age of 22, has potential of 80, but he did go up by 9 ratings. And Stefan de Vrij is 88 rated at 29, so he hit his full potential. Very good centre back, 90 stand tackling, 89 slide tackling, and looks like a monster to be honest. 43 appearances, 4 goals, and a 7.0 average rating. Whilst Manolas is 87 rated at the age of 29, so again was able to hit his full potential. 58 appearances, 7.0 average rating, and again, very good tackling stats and very good stats in general to be honest. Fantastic centre back, and I would love to use him in the game. Nicholas Sula got to an 86 rating, has potential of 87, so didn't quite reach that, but 86 isn't too bad at all. He made 27 appearances and got a 6.8 average rating. Sebastian Burke is an Argentinian regen that I brought into the club for the future, 75 rated at the age of 20, and looks like a pretty solid young player. Whilst Connor Masterson is 71 rated at 22, has potential of 78, but he did go up by 11 ratings. Joel Matip is 85 rated at the age of 29, which is his full potential, and he looks like a very solid centre-back, 23 appearances, 6.9 average rating. Lovren was able to hit his full potential of 84, and he's still holding firm at the age of 31. Whilst Ilori was also able to hit his full potential of 78. Tanner Perfel is a German centre-back that I brought into the club in this 5th season, currently out on loan at Valencia and 77 rated at the age of 21. Alexandro is 87 rated at 30, which is his full potential. And just look at all those green stats. Fantastic left back, very good player in real life as well as in the game. 61 appearances, 6 goals, 7.0 average rating. And I decided to keep Moreno as the backup left back. Obviously, in reality, he's made some pretty high profile mistakes and there are definitely a few doubts about him, but in this game, I decided to give him a chance. He's 82 rated at the age of 28 and looks like a decent player in the game. Whilst Joe Gomez is now 80 rated at the age of 24, has potential of 81 and he went up by 11 ratings in 5 seasons. Casemiro is 87 rated at the age of 29. Roberto Firmino became unhappy at Liverpool and refused to sign a new contract, so I traded him across to Real Madrid, got Casemiro in his place. Very good player, 47 appearances, 6.9 average rating. Kevin Stuart is now 80 rated at the age of 27, has potential of 81, so not far off that. 23 appearances, 6.8 average rating, and a lot of green stats there. Whilst Markovic has potential of 83, but he was able to get up to an 85 rating. Very unhappy as he's not playing first team football, but decent player, 85 rated, solid backup player, and looks like a decent player to use in the game. Ryan Kent, 76 rated at the age of 24, has potential of 81 and went up by 10 ratings throughout the 5 seasons. Mahmoud Dahoud is 87 rated at the age of 25, has potential of 88, but unfortunately he got stuck at an 87, and you'll notice that a lot of the players in this squad are 87 rated, so maybe it did him a favour. He's 87 rated and he fits in quite well in this squad. He made 59 appearances, scored 30 goals and got 11 assists in the process as well. Not too shabby at all. Whilst Emre Can went beyond his potential and once again 87 rated. 6.9 average rating, very good stats and looks like an absolutely fantastic player. Marko Grujic is 84 rated at the age of 25, has potential of 85 but he did go up by 13 ratings. And Alan is 76 rated at 24, potential of 79 and he went up by 12 ratings. Joshua Kimmich is part of the 87 gang. He is 87 rated at the age of 26. Again, a lot of green stats. Only made 15 appearances and got a 6.5 average rating. Whilst Jordan Henderson is on the decline now, he's down to an 83 rating and that is quite disappointing to see. Cameron Brannigan hit his full potential of 81 and he's currently out on loan. Whilst Ojo has potential of 81 but went up by 11 ratings and he's now 75 rated at the age of 23. Coutinho hit his full potential of 89, absolutely incredible player in real life as well as in the game. 32 goals in 58 appearances with a 7.4 average rating. Max Meyer, again part of the 87 club, 32 appearances, 7.0 average rating, and again very nice stats. Wijnaldum is 84 rated at 30, and unfortunately he's now on the decline. Whilst Inaki Williams hit his full potential of 86 and looks very good, speedy winger, 93 acceleration, 98 sprint speed, also has 82 finishing, 89 dribbling, very nice stats there, 32 appearances, 8 goals, 6.9 average rating. Mane is 86 rated at 29, 5 goals, 5 assists, and unfortunately his physical stats are now on the decline. Whilst Origi went beyond his full potential, has potential of 85 but he got up to an 87 rating, 98 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, 86 finishing, 93 strength, only scored 3 goals in 48 appearances, and with stats like that I expected more to be honest. But Gabriel just looks absolutely insane. He's supposed to be part of the 87 club as he has potential of 87 but got up to an 89 rating, 98 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 90 finishing, and he scored 18 goals in 59 appearances. Luis Suarez is on the decline now, 82 rated at the age of 34, decided that he won't sign a contract extension, so unfortunately he'll be leaving at the end of this 5th season and his stats have dropped off massively. Then finally, we've got Taiwo Awoniyi, 79 rated at the age of 23, has potential of 80 and went up by 13 ratings. And then we've got a number of players that moved on for a variety of different reasons. Bogdan is now at Real Sociedad, Fulton is at Barnet, Danny Ward's at Cologne, Simon Mignolet moved to West Ham, Connor Randall is at Shamrock Rovers, Andre Wisdom moved to Southampton, Jordan Williams is at Morecambe, Lloyd Jones is at Crewe, Jonathan Tah didn't quite hit his potential. I was quite disappointed with him, so we moved him on to Lazio. And then we've got Joe Maguire, currently at Crewe. Sam Hart is at Millwall. Grimaldo is a player that I wanted to be my first choice left back, but he didn't really develop as I would have liked, and he's still only 83 rated now at the age of 25. Lucas Leiva, 74 rated at 34. He's now at Stoke. Pedro Chiravella is at Morecambe. James Milner is retiring at the end of the season, so I can't get a full report on him, but he's at Cologne anyway, as is Adam Lallana, and he's now 33 years old and 78 rated. Jack Dunn's at Birmingham. Roberto Firmino, as I said before, he became unhappy and I moved him on to Real Madrid. Daniel Sturridge moved to Dortmund. I swapped him across for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who we also got rid of after a couple of seasons because he was on the decline. Danny Ings is now at Celta Vigo. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, as I said before, signed him from Dortmund, but started to decline and we moved him on to PSG. He's played for a few French teams in the past, but never PSG, and now he has his opportunity. Time to take a look at what the Liverpool team was able to achieve in these 5 seasons now then, and in the first season the expectations were quite low. The board expected them to finish in the top 4 and reach the FA Cup semi-final. They did finish in the top 4, but unfortunately, they got knocked out in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Chelsea won the Premier League title. Stoke won the FA Cup as they beat Chelsea 1-0 in the final. Chelsea beat Liverpool 1-0 in the League Cup final. Whilst in the Champions League, Bayern beat PSG 2-1. And over in the Europa League, Manchester United beat Sevilla 2-1. Coutinho was the best player in the Liverpool squad, 25 goals and 8 assists. Liverpool finished 2nd in the Premier League, Arsenal were 3rd, Spurs were 4th, and Manchester City missed out as they finished in 5th. And in the second season, the board were now expecting a lot more of Liverpool. They wanted them to win the league and the FA Cup and reach the Champions League semi-final. They did win the league, they beat West Ham 2-1 in the FA Cup final, but in the Champions League, they got knocked out of the last 16 stage. Crystal Palace won the League Cup as they beat Spurs 2-1. Bayern won the Champions League, beating Real Madrid 3-2 in the final, and in the Europa League, Manchester City beat Leverkusen 2-1. Suarez was the best player for Liverpool, scoring 20 goals and providing 9 assists. Whilst Liverpool of course won the Premier League, Spurs came 2nd, Chelsea 3rd, and Leicester finished 4th. And in the 3rd season, the board now expected Liverpool to win the league, the FA Cup, and reach the Champions League final. They weren't able to win the league as that was won by Arsenal. The Champions League, they got knocked out of the last 16 stage again, but at least they were able to win the FA Cup as they beat Manchester City 2-1. The League Cup was won by Manchester City 5-4 against Spurs on penalties. PSG won the Champions League, beating Spurs in the final, and in the Europa League, Lyon beat Arsenal 2-1. Luis Suarez was once again the best player for Liverpool with 24 goals and 12 assists. Arsenal won the league, Liverpool came 2nd, Spurs finished 3rd, and City were 4th. And of course, as I said at the start of the video, this was the season where Manchester United got relegated. And in the 4th season, the expectation was now for Liverpool to win the treble. They did win the league. They got beaten at the semi-final stage of the FA Cup though by Leicester, and Leicester went on to beat Crystal Palace 1-0 in the FA Cup final. In the League Cup, Liverpool were also unlucky as they lost 5-4 to Spurs on penalties. They did win the Champions League though for the first time in 15 years as they beat Bayern Munich 2-1 in the final, and over in the Europa League, Nice beat Sevilla 1-0 in the final. Philippe Coutinho was the best player for Liverpool with 33 goals and 18 assists. And in terms of the top 4, it consisted of Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs and Manchester City, with Crystal Palace just missing out on the top 4 as they finished 5th. And just as a side note, whilst Manchester United were winning the Championship, Liverpool were winning the Champions League. And as we head into the 5th season, Liverpool won the Premier League title for the 3rd time in 5 seasons. They only won it on goal difference, but it still counts. Crystal Palace came 5th once again. And despite winning the Championship in Season 4, Manchester United are still pretty trash in Season 5. They finished 16th with only 38 points. Philippe Coutinho was able to smash in 23 goals in the Premier League, Dele Alli got the most assists, and Hugo Lloris kept the most clean sheets. The Community Shield was won by Liverpool, whilst Crystal Palace beat Manchester United 2-0 in the FA Cup final. With Cruz Udo scoring the most goals, he also got the most assists along with Pereira, and Tim Krul kept the most clean sheets. The League Cup was won by Newcastle United as they beat Leicester City 2-1 in the final, and Burton Sabara scored the most goals, Slimani provided the most assists, and Gazzaniga kept the most clean sheets. Liverpool had to wait 15 years from that evening in Istanbul to win the Champions League again, but they were then able to win the Champions League in back-to-back seasons, as in the 5th season, they beat Barcelona 2-1 in the final. Neymar and Correa both scored 8 goals in the Champions League. De Jong, Rodriguez and Talisca all provided 5 assists, whilst Lecomte and Karius both kept 5 clean sheets. And over in the Europa League, Arsenal defeated Sevilla 2-0 in the final, with Crivelli and Alhan Khoury scoring the most goals, Balde Diao and Andrich providing the most assists, and Adrian keeping the most clean sheets. So according to FIFA 17, Liverpool will win the Premier League 3 times in the next 5 seasons, the Champions League twice, the FA Cup twice, and they'll even see Manchester United relegated. I think Liverpool fans will be quite happy with that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time.